Hey people, Inquisitor here, 3v3, Catrin and Purification Plant, blue team, ChunkyCoates with a Commando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter, alongside Morty's Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. We have Black Legion here, the elite scheme version, fancy helm on the Sorcerer there, looking pretty cool. And rounding off the blue team, where have you gone? kesuga7 with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. What is this then? This is the Morty and Iron Guard recolored. Black and a light grey, I guess. Red team, Wolfguard with a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control abilities, alongside Bum9 with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fighting in melee begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head. Rounding off the teams, Silvarein, or is it Silvarein? I'm not sure, with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, going to infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support, fighting in, of course, melee. I think I said that, but here we see a flesh hook on a Sorcerer. Now some Talon stabbing and some lasgun shooting, and here comes the Lord Commissar. Awesome special from the Sorcerer. I swear he has some kind of hidden code where he gets the most useful special attacks for escape ever. The west side contested is red. Lord Commissar fighting a bunch of heretics. Guardsmen are shooting them, but they're doing quite well there. Now they're turning their attention to the guardsmen. Guardsmen flee in terror, because anything with a melee weapon is terrifying to them. Heretics are now being sliced up and diced up. I think the Lord Commissar is going to go down as well, though. Yes, they do. Should get I mean, it's quite close to the enemy VP. Maybe they won't get revived quickly anyway. Commando knob with some Daka for the Lictor Alpha, who doesn't seem too bothered. Cleaving through some shooter boys there, while being shot, of course. Sluggers in the back lines, but they flee at the sight of the Hormagaunts, with that much health left anyway. Double guardsmen now trying to rotate to the west side for some Tyranid support, but the Chaos Space Marines have found them, getting into some melee. Those spiky elite scheme helms. Lictor Alpha is going to come tie them up, I guess. I'm not sure why he's sneaking around there. Should be saving energy, maybe. Hormagaunts trying to eat the Commando's knees. These guys have their knob leader, the shooters, so they can spot the sneaky Lictor. And he has a pretty good twin-linked shooter of his own, that fella. Meanwhile, east side, what's going on? Strike squad up for Wolfguard, into some more stormtroopers, into some operatives. Fighting Kesuga. Yes, the Sentinels here. Some help from Morty in the form of Doom Bolts, and a heavy weapon squad on the field for Kesuga. In fact, two of them perhaps. Strike squad getting very low. Sentinel trying to get another model, perhaps unlucky to do so. Those guys had like 80 odd hit points between them. Daemonhunter can't deal with that, runs away. Operatives also backing off back to the west side, which remains red. We have Toxin Miasma in for Lictor Alpha. Damage over time, is it? Yeah, damage over time and a speed and damage debuff. It's quite a nice weapon, this thing. Catachin Devils on the field for Bum9. Lots of disruption, look at that. Knocked down two full heretic squads with aspiring champions with that grenade barrage. Sorcerer again, tied up in melee. Can he escape this time? Looks like they did not get their special, but they do get away. Blue team flooded in the west side all at once. Overwhelming the Tyranids. Termagants getting caught there by heretics. They might have been able to finish them off if they chased. CSM getting messed up a bit, but the blue team out on top. CSM with Eternal War boosting the damage by 20%, both melee and ranged. Warrior Brood falling. Well, one of the models falling. That Synapse backlash, but nothing was around to be backlashed. And Catachin's getting messed up by heretics there. Commissar scares them off. Has the power sword for lead by example. Awesome disruption. Plus on speed and the kind of battle cry effects that the Force Commander has. Hormagaunts just hanging out here. Maybe they should be trying to eat this war banner. Meanwhile, east side, lots of repairs for the Sentinel. Guardsmen had a rough time, it seems. No sergeants for those fellas yet. Catachins are up though. Looks like the second heavy weapon squad was cancelled. Have both players here defended their power so far? I think they have. Blue team are actually building up the contested VP here. Trying to stabilize it is Kesuga with a turret. Back to the west side. Some Daka. Lord Commissar flees. Should have maybe waited to do some good work with the sword, but went in alone. Sword of Flame, speaking of swords, for the Chaos Sorcerer. Might be able to throw it on himself and get in there. Doom Bolts doesn't hit super well. CSM taking way too long to react there. I think Morty was lining up that Doom Bolts throw, and those guys should have gone down. I think if the Hormagaunts and the Warrior Brood stayed on those CSM, they would have wiped. The Warrior Brood were insanely low though, so you can see why Silvarein would have retreated them out. Lictor Alpha gets a couple of digs and then flees themselves. Catechins helping to stop the tide of cultists coming in. Guardsmen get the VP back. Now they need to help out their Catechin Devil friends who have to flee. Once the Heretics get their hands on these tier 1 units and get the Doom Blast going, these tier 1 ranged units, they are so screwed, especially with that aspiring champion. Just like forced off Catechins and double guardsmen alone, those fellas then. And if that was a Hormagaunts or Sluggers chasing them, they could have split and tried to shoot, but when you've got the Doom Blast suppressing things, possibly suppressing multiple squads, makes it real tough. Stick bombs miss, but was a nice idea. We have double toxin sacks on the Termagants. Meanwhile, east side, something blew up. I think that was just an ammo crate. They have decapped the wreck point. Don't seem super intrigued enough to actually cap it, maybe. No? I think the Inquisitor could have capped it there. Rosarius is up. They poked the power a bit. I mean, for all I know, they could have wiped it completely and it's been rebuilt. We have Purgation up for Wolfguard. Operatives being all sneaky-like. West side, what's going on? Doom Bolts is going on. Storm Boys on the field now for ChunkyCoates. Sluggers did wipe along the way. Don't think I caught that. I'm going to jump again. Termagants can't stick around here. I think they used their crippling poison already. Could they poke the power here? They're going to try. I mean, they've got power melee weapons. Meanwhile, east side, an assist here from Bum9. Guardsmen fighting Guardsmen. Catechin Devils fighting Catechin Devils. Flank here. Pretty good one. Got some fire for the heavy weapon squad to deal with, but they are shooting through it. Strat squad taking so much damage on that approach. That was painful. Down goes the Sentinel. Kesuga got kind of messed up there, end of tier 1. Well, actually start of tier 2, they're already in tier 2. And now they're going to try and steal this power here by getting the node down. West side. We have some demonic shield action, which is very benevolent of this Sorcerer. Lots of dagger for that Warrior Brood, holy crap. They do have their Barbed Strangler, so they are relatively well suited to fight a blob of shooters if they do stay together like that with the suppression and stuff, but I guess they got caught out. Maybe caught out by aiming what's that suppressing them. Oh, they're not stealing it. They're just bashing. This is generally what you want to do on a contested power, I think, unless you have some specific plan for holding it, like turrets or multiple setup teams or something. But I thought they tried to steal it there to try and get some ground back. Somehow that Barbed Strangler shot missed, and now they're getting suppressed. So the cooldown of that Barbed Strangler is doubled. Got another shot away. I wonder if the Barbed Strangler is one of the weapons that isn't affected by cooldown. There are some where suppression doesn't affect the fire rate. Although I think some of those have been like fixed over the years and stuff. I believe the Chaos Autocannon was one. Shotgun blast for the Storm Boys. They do have their Knob Leader with a heavy melee, huge chopper, and that stun on landing. Shooter Boys got so far forward there trying to bash power. Looks like they almost got the node. Did some decent work, but they overextended a little bit. I think whenever you have to full retreat, it's kind of an overextension, right? Well, the Commando's still in play. You have a special shooter on the way, which was an Orky shotgun. CSM, not sure what they were trying to do, maybe get to the VP, but they got caught by a bunch of las guns. Daemonhunter gets shotgunned back, and a Chaos Dreadnought is on the field for Morty. pushing up towards the power. Could get warped back to safety, of course, by the Sorcerer, which takes it to the Sorcerer's location, who's going to run into some guardsmen here. Where's the Doom Bolts? Shotgun blast first. Doom Bolts doesn't come. Oh, I don't think they're paying attention. I think they've given them an order to go somewhere, and they were sticking to it. What were they looking at then? The Dreadnought and all this stuff, I suppose. They have spotted the improvised explosive, and down it goes. Purgation have silencers now. Good versus all targets. Putting some damage on a Dreadnought for sure, having to reload there. And the Dreadnought backs off. Dark Flames caught these knocked down guardsmen. That was a nice combo between the players there. But they do get away. Back to the west side. I see Storm Boys jumping in on the minimap. Zoanthrope in the field. Gets a good shot on those bunched up Storm Boys there. They do have their improved rocket packs for that Bomber Boy kamikaze jump. Almost wiped the Warrior Brood. Also improves the range of their jump, which is awesome for them. War Truck on the field, providing reinforcement for these Orks. Also can jump inside of it to escape melee or something, like the Rippers that are there. And the truck has a big shooter on it. Not a huge amount of DPS, but it'll do some work. Improved Warp Blast, or whatever that thing's called. Focus Warp Blast from the Zoanthrope doing some damage. East side again. Operatives being sneaky with their fallback plan. Ouch. Nice DPS from those shotguns too. These guys nerfed in 297. 297, by the way, is available at the time of recording this. There'll be a link in the comments and stuff. Make sure to check out the notes. I'll be sticking with 296 for a little while, hopefully not too long, while I clear some 296 replays and get some 297 replays in. So be sure to send them if you get them. Dreadnought on the west side has taken some damage, but can still stand and shoot stuff pretty good, I think, right now. Another focus warp blast on the War Truck, I believe. Need to be careful. There's stuff coming in from the flank, including double Catechins, and these guys can both get a melter gun with their Sarge. They don't have him at the moment. You'd tell because it would take them up to 7 models. Being knocked over. War Truck pushing up. Storm Boys in the back lines. Can the War Truck get closer to help them out? Allow them to reinforce. What is this? Is that Emperor's Wrath? It is, and it takes out the War Truck. Emperor's Wrath from the now level 4 Lord Commissar. Storm Boys, very, very dangerous for Zoanthropes. Not only are they a jump unit, but their power melee will slice through. But I guess it doesn't matter. These guys have regular infantry armor, I think, the Zoanthropes. But that stun from the Storm Boy knob landing would be pretty bad. Pretty bad. We have a Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way for Wolfguard. West side power bash. Dreadnought is so far forward. Where's the Sorcerer, though? The Sorcerer can get it to a very safe place all the way back to the HQ if needed. Not really any dedicated AV. The double Zoanthropes could get those focus blasts and do some work, I guess. But I'd call that supplemental or soft AV at best. Dreadnought is going to be okay just stomping back, I think. Some Zeichin worship to infiltrate it. Heretics could just kind of standing out there, though, trying to repair. Gonna get blasted, yeah, by All Reliable. There's those focus warp blasts. The Dreadnought might need to be saved by the Sorcerer. I don't see the warp. It's gonna go down. There's the Thorax Swarm. Electroshock grubs. Sorcerer's too close to save it now. There's the Doom Bolts, and down goes the Dreadnought. Morty did have the red, should have saved that Dreadnought, I think. Should have foreseen issues, maybe. Stayed back and been ready with the warp. Plasma Cannon Dreadnought on the field now. 330 to 415. Where's that Plasma Cannon? Gets a decent shot on the Catechins. Inquisitor meleeing the generators with her default weapon, which is a strange thing to do. I would just stay back at this point, I think. Here come the Catechins. Are they looking for the improvised explosive drop? They are. Ouch. But then they get wrecked by the Dreadnought. These guys need to be careful. Big misplay from Kesuga there. lost the Catechans. West side is uncapped. Commando level 4 now has the sneaky infiltration kit. And is that Emperor's Wrath again? Yes, it is. Ouch. Holy crap. That thing is so awesome when it hits, eh? Where is the Lord Commissar even? This shooter boy got hit so hard, they didn't even know the laws of physics anymore. Okay, they're off the screen now. We have some Plague Marines on the field for Morty into a Predator tank. Nob squad on the way for ChunkyCoates. They are depleted though, and it's double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts for Wolfguard, which is very exciting for me. Keep one in melee maybe. Oh, here's a Baneblade. Grey Knight Dreadnoughts can get multi-melters, I believe, so maybe that'll be a good idea. This is kesuga7's Baneblade. On the east side, are they going to power bash with a Baneblade here? Is it really all alone? Some Stormtroopers. This is not a great use of your Baneblade, I think. I mean, there is some anti-vehicle here. You need to be careful. As well as the Daemonhunter has that vehicle debuff thing. Exorcism or something? Something like that. Inquisitor level 4. Hammer of the Witches on the Daemonhunter's head. Who's the best Inquisitor, hey? Lady with hat so far. We have the second Grey Knight Dreadnought, and indeed it is getting the multi-melter there. Short range anti-everything weapon. Lictor Alpha with a good special, but here comes a Nob squad. Meaner and Greener on the way. Elite tier 3 melee infantry. Can smack anything to death. Very expensive if fully upgraded. Storm boys make it out with only the Nob leader. That's some expensive reinforcement for ChunkyCoates. What is their red like now? 414. They've got a little ways to go to drop all rocks. There's a paroxysm from the Neurothroat, which does slow down the Nob slightly. Also does some percentage-based damage over time, which is psychic PvP type, so it does extra versus heavy and super heavy infantry. Nob squad is heavy infantry. You can also use the Cataclysm. There's the Absorb Life to drain some health and get some energy back. Handy fella, the Neurothroat. I don't think they used the Cataclysm there. There it is. You have that damage knockback and a damage over time gunk left behind. Baneblade now from Bum9. Double Catechans and Baneblade. That's an amazing army that Bum9 has. They have enough nuke juice to drop a rocket run as well. Nuke juice is what I called red there. Yes. East side. Look at this push from Wolfguard. Chaos Predator of Morty as the mark of Nurgle, by the way. Rocket run from Bum9. Helping to finish off the Baneblade. Yes, but I don't think this Grey Knight Dreadnought is getting away. Leman Russ takes it out. But the original Grey Knight Dreadnought's going to make it out. Strat squad with one model run away. No war gear yet for the Daemonhunter. kesuga7 down to 2 units now. Can those teammates carry? Bum9 recovering with a big old tank. Mega battle cannon on top. There's a demolisher cannon at the front there. A couple of las cannons and a bunch of twin linked heavy bolters, which can suppress units if enough of the heavy bolters are firing. I'm not sure if 2 have to be firing or all 3 have to be firing on the same target to do enough courage damage to outstrip the courage regen. Purgation squad at level 3, they've done well. Here comes the Inquisitor, knocked over. Don't think she's going to be able to do too much here. Nope. I'm not sure why Kesuga is pushing with only a tank and stormtroopers. Are they really actually trying to bash power here? With this kind of setup and this kind of situation, I think you need to just kind of hold mid. Watch them take out the Dreadnought now and make me sound dumb, like every player does. Might get one more shot, not quite. Now this tank is really far forward. West side, who's down? Commando's down. Nob squad now fully upgraded with U-jammers, the Nob leader and Meaner and Greener. Demolisher cannon, beautifully timed Demolisher cannon. Did some friendly fire to the termagants, but I don't think the Baneblade cares about that. There's that War banner. Nob squad popping their frenzy and using it to move away rather than move in, which is a bit odd. Frenzy breaks suppression. Also gives them a 75% damage resist. Great for closing a distance. Well-timed Cataclysm on the CSM there. Level 4 CSM, no mark, no aspiring champion. Maybe they'll get one soon. Paroxysm. Again, well-timed on the Knob Squad, and there's the Absorb Life, and they're on top of it, the Neurothroat moving away. Catachans can disrupt as well. Big weakness of the Knob Squad is that you can knock them over. There are ways to mitigate that with the Mech Boy, for example, that can super tough beam them and make them immune to knockback, which is terrifying. I think they tried to use... Where's the Commissar? I believe the Commissar tried to use Emperor's Wrath there. Or maybe that was the Demolisher Cannon queued up, actually. And he kind of cancelled it. Here is a Land Raider Phobos from Morty. Plague Marines getting shots on the Baneblade as well. Where's the Predator? It's back there. It's back there. The Nurgle Predator, not great at taking on other large targets because its main gun turns into like Nurgle gunk, which does damage over time and stuff. More Paroxysm. There's a Dirge Caster. There's a Rocks, all kicking off on the west side. The Lictor Alpha and a Lictor wailing on the Phobos there. Dirge Caster would have been real useful right now. That Lictor does like 90 odd DPS heavy melee, I think. They're going to take out this Phobos, you know. Here comes the Carnifex with Thornback, looks like. Nope, with nothing. Venom Cannon on the way, and down goes the Phobos. Needed to move that thing away, I think. I mean, Land Raiders are so slow. Sometimes you feel like it's just not worth moving them away. Just kind of let them sit, let them get as many shots in as you can. Imperial Abyss from Morty. Imperial Abyss has these chains that drag things into the center, which does tons of damage. It won't drag in retreating units though, like it did on retail. Baneblade suppresses. Nice. I mean, if you get a Baneblade shooting at a Knob Squad early enough as it approaches, get that suppression going, you can keep them at bay if you keep moving back. Crusaders are up for Wolfguard. This guy's unique to the Daemonhunter melee squad that get more damage and more damage resist, I think, as they drop models, which is pretty fun. Lictor skulking around. Red team have the west side. Sorcerer flees. Havoc's on the way, most likely with a las cannon or something. Tier 3 for Wolfguard now. Where's the Vindicare Assassin? Runs. Runs from the east side. Not sure what they're running from. Maybe just to get some health back and stuff. Back to the mid. The two Lictors are stalking. There's the Emperor's Wrath. Not going to hit anything, though. Bit of a waste. I think you should keep that for the enemy Baneblade because it's so big. Should be relatively easy to hit with it, I think, maybe. The two Lictors are persuaded to leave. Maybe keep the shooters around so they can be spotted. Red team forming up on the west side. Even the Crusaders are here. Look at all of them. And they have queued up the Acolyte leader for tier 3, which gives them a battle frenzy. Or do they start with battle frenzy and he makes it better? I think that's what it is. They start with battle frenzy, which gives them like health regen and stuff, I believe. I always forget. And the Acolyte makes it better. Big fight here. Purgatus. Rocket run. Holy crap. Bioplasma shot back there. Another rocket run. Or is that just the second? Nope, that was 2 rocket runs. All the running. Las Cannon is setting up there. Look at the state of the terrain now. What is the Las Cannon shooting at though? It is shooting at the Baneblade, not the Carnifex. CSM going for a cap, are they? Nope, they're just going very close to the VP and shooting at vehicles, which isn't that helpful. Demonic Shield trying to help out. Las Cannon getting loads of shots on the Baneblade unanswered here. There's an answer. Plasma Cannon to the face. Zone Throat levels. The CSM are indeed trying to cap 167346. The Havoc's wiped out. Blue team got kind of smashed there. I was focusing on the red Baneblade thinking it was going to go down, but the blue team, I think, lost quite a lot there. Leman Russ is still going. Here comes another Leman Russ. This Leman Russ did not get Vanquisher though. No Vanquisher on that fella. Maybe they'll get it on the second one and like get it on both. I think it'd be worth getting it on both. Heretic trying to repair a Baneblade. Somehow able to work out how to do it. Ouch. Daemonhunter falls over. Nothing to do with the Baneblade, don't worry. He just fell. He'll be alright. Lord Commissar with the Fist of Brockus, Bionic Eye, and of course that awesome Emperor's Wrath, which is a 50 power accessory. I think this is really expensive. Hence how awesome it can be. The bunker coming in for some repairs, I imagine. Uh-oh. Chaos Predator level 3, getting melted. And that's a Tyranids formation. Silvarein with a nice idea. Orbital bombardment too. Down goes that poor Predator tank. They threw everything at that guy. Repair bunker is now in play. Baneblade should not be driving into orbitals though. Ouch. Took tons of damage there. Storm Boys jumping after the Lictors. Immediately get a special attack. You do have the pheromone in for the Lictor Alpha. Flesh hooks all over the place. Those Storm Boys got absolutely wrecked. But they make it out, I think. Why did I say that? Are they going to live? They lived. Level 4. Another Chaos Predator, this time Marco Zinch. For some anti-vehicle goodness. 97 to 346. Red team surely have this game in the bag. I mean, when you've got a Nob squad, you've got a chance, right? Taking a lot of damage though, these fellas. Level 3 now. Yeah, there's double zone thropes, isn't there? Yeah, double zone thropes and a neurothrope. That's really tough for the Nob squad, taking a bunch of damage. Purgatus. Level 8 Inquisitor now has her mandate. The Rosarius was not enough for her. Rocket Run. Again. From Kesuga. Some decent hits. Nothing really to follow it up though. Another bunker comes in. First one destroyed by the Tyranids formation, or was it the orbital that got it? I think it might have been the orbital actually. 1-to-1 cap. Red team are taking the west side. Need to watch the mid, of course. Is that the Venom Cannon fella? A level 4 Venom Cannon Carnifex here. Scary, scary damage. There's the 2-to-1 for red. Blue team are done for, surely. Baneblade kind of limping away. Sneaky Stormtroopers going after the Leman Russ. That's Terminators coming in, I think, from Morty. Yep, Chaos Terminators hit the field. Maybe too late to make a difference, we'll see. Stormtroopers got wrecked, they went down. Got a bit too ballsy going after that Leman Russ. Baneblade doesn't want to show re-armor, but is repositioning. Level 9 Lord Commissar. How did the Commissar drop Emperor's Wrath on the Terminators or something? How did they take so much damage so quickly? Commissar was taken down. Now we're just getting shots on the Crusaders. Are they going to try and fight the Terminators? Look at this. There's the Battle Frenzy for the speed boost. And look at a Health regen going nuts now. Going after him. It's only regular melee attacks. It's not power melee or anything, I don't think. Maybe the Acolyte has power melee. We need to look up what these guys do again. I just see them so rarely. West side is somehow being decapped. It's that crafty Mandate Inquisitor, that's what it is. Being tossed around by Demolisher cannons and stuff. Who's going to cap? Storm Boys jumping in, stunning stuff. Trying to get the Warrior Brood, I think, for the synapses. But they are getting wrecked and they're going to go down. The valiant Storm Boys finally fall. The Nob squad being knocked over. Now being suppressed. 50 to 346. Commandos are a capping with their 50% faster capping trait. Hence, Chunky in the chat there saying let the Commandos cap. Because they'll do it quicker. Lord Commissar always seems to be running away from something naughty he's done. Chaos Sorcerer barely gets out. the Strat Squad grabbing their own VP back. Nice idea though from the blue team trying to get on that. 50 to 334, 1-to-1 cap. How is this Baneblade still around? How are blue team holding on here? CSM flee, still never got to mark. Land Raider Crusader on the way now for Wolfguard. Where are the Crusaders? They have no XP. Okay, here we go. What does it do? An Acolyte joins the squad to bolster their zeal with a power melee, 55 power melee Eviscerator. That's cool. Eviscerator is like a two-handed chainsword. Increases damage resist and damage output by 20% just flat out passively, and improves the battle frenzy, further increasing damage resist and health regen. It's a really good squad leader, in other words. But I think he only comes in tier 3. Oh, the blue team have conceded at the end there. The Terminator's got an autocannon. Let's look at these heroes. ChunkyCoates, Commando Knob, Rocket Launcher, Sneaky, and Stick Bombs did have the special shooter in his backpack too. Chaos Sorcerer level 7, Sword of Flame, Tome of Subjugation at the end, and Vestments of the Warp. Kesuga7 Inquisitor, Purgatus Mandate level 8, Daemonhunter level 6, no war gear on this fella. What is he up to? Level 9 Commissar, saw some awesome Emperor's Wrath shots. I don't think I ever saw them use None Shall Fall, but I'm sure it happened. And Silvarein, Sneaky Lictor Alpha, did some good work, but was down at the end, level 6. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.